everybody. Here I am in my new game room. Kind of a new perspective compared to my last few videos. For a while I've wanted to collect all my games that I have in all locations of my houses and get them all into one location. Well, this is my old bedroom from when I used to live at my dad's house. Since I'm going into college this year, it's an empty room that I could use all to myself. So, I will show you around the room. Here's my chair. First we'll start off over here. Give a quick area of the room here. Then more in here. More about that. I'll start here. First off is Super Nintendo. All the games here, I don't collect Super Nintendo that much because it's just about my least favorite system. Here I have just an extra Game Boy Color and an extra Game Boy. Here are 75, 76 Atari 2600 games and one in the original box. By the way, speaking of Super Nintendo, I have Earthbound. It's my rarest game I have for, actually not the rarest, technically it's Booger Man, but the most sought after and expensive. Here I have 6 ColecoVision games. Here's some spare consoles: PlayStation, GameCube, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 Green System, Sega Master System. Here are my Nintendo 64 games. Again, I don't collect this much, so there are only 18 of them. Then I have 11 Sega Master System games. These are in the original boxes. Nothing too good. Ghostbusters, Phantasy Star is good. Here are 5 more. Rambo, Double Dragon, Quartet, Sonic the Hedgehog, the Master System version, that's a good one, and Great Baseball. Here I have some Famicom games. Most of these are pirates. There are 3 actual games though. Battletoads, which is rare, Transformers, and Dragon Ball Z 3. Here are 5 Neo Geo AES games. They're all in their original boxes and all have their manuals. Here is Samurai Spirits. Yes, Samurai Spirits. The Art of Fighting 2, The Super Spy, Magician Lord, and Sengoku. Here's a TurboGrafx 16, my Nintendo top loader, my Neo Geo AES. There's my Sega Genesis with Sega CD Model 1 attachment, and there's M.U.S.H.A. inside. Amazing game. That's the music that's been playing. It's not playing right now because the demo is playing, but the music will start up again here soon. Here are 2 televisions I have. One CRT and another CRT. This one only has AV hookups and this one only has coaxial hookups. But this one I need to replace because the screen is so jittery and broken. There's M.U.S.H.A. Love this game. One of my all-time favorites. Here's my Donkey Kong mini arcade cabinet. These are kind of rare. It works too. Here's Blip, the digital game. Here is the bulk of my collection on this side of the room. My Nintendo games. Okay, here, these are just some doubles. Bayou Billy, which I'm sending to someone. 5 copies of Mario and Duck Hunt. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which is a rental game. Game Genie. And I'll go through some of the titles here. I won't go through all of them. These top 4 games were made in 1994. These 2 maybe even 1995. But Die Schlumpfe, I don't know how to pronounce it yet. An excellent music and a pretty good game too. 1994 release, Europe only, a rare game. If you don't know about this game, it's definitely a gem with amazing music. You have to check this game out. And there's Aladdin and Il Rey Leon, which is the Lion King. They're PAL game. These top 3 are PAL games. Then I have The Jungle Book, another 1994 release, one of the last games for the NES. Kickmaster, Bomberman. Castlevania, Simon's Quest, both of them here. Battletoads, one of my all-time favorite games, total, ever, period. Kirby's Adventure, another amazing game, 1993 release. I love late release NES games. Peter Pan and the Pirates, terrible game. River City Ransom, Cartoon Workshop, some of my Sunsoft games. Earthbound is a reproduction, so is Sunman reproductions. Crystallis was sent to the show by a friend. A lot of these games were actually. Glugla 13 also was. Here, Battleship, 1993 release. Versus Castlevania, these 5 are reproductions. I mean, Versus Castlevania is a reproduction of an arcade game. You can see here, you can set the difficulty switch like you could in an arcade game here on the actual cart. It's really weird. It makes the game harder pretty much though. Battle Kids at Homebrew. Mr. Gimmick is a reproduction of an already extremely rare game. And this reproduction is no longer in print. 8-Bit Xmas 2010 and 2011. These are really weird because they actually glow up. They glow and they light up like an outside of a Christmas house at Christmas time. 3 of the 4 Simpsons games. Tetris 2, good one there. Jurassic Park, and kind of an underrated game in my opinion. It's alright. 1993 release. Silver Surfer. I'm actually missing Contra. Can you believe it? That's one of the games that I do not have. One of the classics. I have a lot of obscure games and kind of weird ones, but no Contra. I'm missing a lot of the classics. I have both the Star Wars games. Here is Snoopy. Felix the Cat, one of my favorite NES games. I love this game. 1992 release, which makes it even better in my taste. I love the late release games. And this one just has perfect controls. Both copies of Metroid, with the original and the reprint. The Terminator. Terminator 2. Here are some other ones. Championship Pool, Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3. Tetris, Rolling Thunder, Roadrunner, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, Alien Syndrome, RBI Baseball. Here is Spiritual Warfare, Bible Adventures, Exodus, and King of Kings. Then I have Dizzy, The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy, MiG-29, Big Nose the Caveman, Shockwave, which is a really weird looking game, Galactic Crusader, which is kind of another rare Color Dreams game, Captain Comic, and F-15 City War. Gyromite here, which is actually Flintstones Surprise a Dinosaur Peak inside of it. So that's really weird. If I plug this in, it's the Flintstones, the second rarest game on the NES, not counting unlicensed games. And here's the pinnacle of my collection right here. Little Samson. That is right. Love this game. Amazing game. Extremely rare. The rarest in my collection. Here are some Mega Drive games and Genesis game. There's M.U.S.H.A in the box. Oh, another gem in my collection. Then I have Osomatsu-kun, which is the first Genesis game ever made. One of the 4 original ones. Only in Japan. Dragon Ball Z, Zero Wing, all your base are belong to us. Pulseman and Alien Soldier. Then I have Pure Solar and its soundtrack. And here are a bunch of Genesis games in their original boxes. Sorry for those sound effects. The demo's going away on M.U.S.H.A again. Here are some more. Adventures of Batman and Robin, the best graphics on the system. 4 32X games, CD32X game, and some Sega CD games. The Terminator, love it. Earthworm Jim Special Edition. And one Saturn game, sadly, only one. Resident Evil. Here's some other spare consoles. My Mega Drive, Model 3, Model 2, CD 32X Model 2, and Model 2 Genesis, and another 32X. 32X here, and Model 1, a Sega Nomad, and a Sega Game Gear. Then some loose Genesis games. You know what? I'm gonna play some music. Sorry, hold on a second. I don't know if you can hear this on the video too well, but who knows if that'll work. There's an Action 52 bootleg. Lightning Force, an incredible soundtrack. I'll go quicker on these. Genesis is my favorite system. More pirates. These 5 are pirated. Yeah, these 5 games right here are pirated. This one called Joe and Mac, but I do not remember what that is. Oh, Pirate of Golden Axe 3. So I can actually play Golden Axe 3, the game that wasn't even really released, on my home system here, which is really nice. Nice pirate there. Sparkster. Battletoads, Maximum Carnage. The Genesis version of Battletoads is actually not as good as the NES version, sadly. Gemfire, Sent to the Show. Earthworm Jim 2. Splatterhouse 2. Contra Hardcore. Incredible game right here. The best Contra game ever made, I swear. A reproduction of Bare Knuckle 3, the Japanese version of Streets of Rage 3, which is infinitely better. Much better game than Streets of Rage 3. Much easier and much more playable. Beyond Oasis, Vector Man 1 and 2. Growl. Love that game. It's Taito. Disney's Aladdin. One of my nostalgic favorites. Another copy of Streets of Rage 2 and Toy Story. Here are some of my oddly shaped ones. This is Virtua Racing, Skitchin, Road Rash 2 and 1 and 2. I have Road Rash 3 in the box. Madden games, no one cares about those. Bubsy, crappy Accolade game. 2 copies of Shaq Fu. Accolade, unlicensed Double Dragon. This game is awesome music. I'm being serious too. Sonic and Knuckles, tennis game, which actually has 3 controller ports on top of it, and some spare 32X games. Doom, Golf, and Knuckles Chaotix, and then a Game Genie. And over here are some boxed NES games. Tengen, this is just an empty box, for what I don't know. Zoda's Revenge, the second to last licensed game ever made for the Nintendo in America. So Star Tropics 2, complete and everything, even has some original manuals and posters. Dragon Warrior Demon Sword, which is the box only. I do not have the game that goes with this, so if you have a copy, let me know. Solar Jet Man, Tom and Jerry, Super Mario 2, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, Final Fantasy, comes with the original strategy guide and everything. Sunday Funday, ooh. This game was factory sealed, but I opened it like a retard. Idiot. I opened it up because I was stupid and I wanted to play it. But it's still in mint condition, practically. There are a few minor scratches, I think. But last game released in North America by any company, 1995. Home Alone, better than what I think people say it is. L'Empereur, I can't say it. I know someone's going to comment saying how I should pronounce it, but I don't want to butcher it too much. Rare game, uncommon, and the box is rare, and this is complete and everything. Then Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, the original box with the huge encyclopedia and everything. TurboGrafx 16 games, Blazing Lasers, China Warrior, Victory Run, Ninja Spirit, Keith Courage, Legendary X, JJ and Jeff, Dungeon Explorer. An extra copy of Dungeon Explorer, which I'm going to get rid of, so if you'd like it, maybe leave a comment and I could send it to you. Splatterhouse and Bonk's Revenge. Bonk's Adventure. Some spare PS1 games and a crappy Xbox game. PS1 games, Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill. Two of my favorite games ever. SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge is a nostalgic favorite right there. Bubsy 3D. PS2 games. And kind of more sports games back there. And some crappy Xbox games. Who would ever want to play Xbox? Yuck. So I have a couple of those. And some 4 GameCube games. I have some more too. Here's some spare Dreamcast games and the actual Dreamcast games in the cases. Shenmue. Okay, and that's basically most of this room. It's my chair for now. I'll get a better one. In here, just some odds and ends here. Some extras. Here's a Sega Saturn, another Genesis, 2 NES, Model 3, another Mega Drive box. That's the original one from 1988, 1992 Genesis. My Famicom, which is not working anymore, sadly. I don't know what's wrong with it. Some crappy Game Boy games. I guess just Pokemon, but Pokemon's, it's okay. The games themselves are fun. Just some spare games. I have more of these, but they're at my other house. I still have to bring them here. This is just the majority. Some DS games, Zelda and Pokemon. Woohoo. DS and Game Boy Advance. 3 Dreamcast systems. My Atari Darth Vader model in original type of weird case. Controller. Power pad. 2 Neo Geo controllers. These are kind of expensive, so having 2 of them is nice. And here's my case of my rare NES games. Some of them are not too rare, but others are. Just kind of the more expensive ones in my collection. I'll just start here. Mega Man 1 through 6, nothing too rare there. I just put them in here because I don't want them with the rest of the collection. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 5 and 6 are getting to be pretty rare. Same with the first one. Alright, Battletoads Double Dragon. I found this actually at a store. I didn't have to buy it online. Chubby Cherub, which I also found at a store. I did not have to buy this one online either. Another game getting to be rare. Metal Storm, which is really going up in price. I don't see what people like about this game, actually. I played it and I don't like it. It's annoying. It's freaking annoying. Banana Prince, another PAL game. Rare. I never see this on eBay. It's hard to find. One time I saw it going for $500. Jetsons Cogswell Caper. Kid Clown, which I also found at a store, not in real life. I mean, not a store in real life, not online. Too bad this one has some label damage. Gun Knack. Ooh, this is such a good game. If you don't know this game, you have to play it. Unfortunately, it's starting to come close to pushing $200, so good luck if you can find a copy of this gem. Gargoyles Quest 2, which I found for $3 at a pawn shop. And the last one here is Bomberman 2. 1993 released by Hudson. Love this game. It's much better than the original in my opinion. And it's in practically mint condition. So, this video is getting to be quite long. I will end this by how I started it. Put the camera down, I'll just talk for a minute. So basically, I have a list of each game I have here, and how many I have of each game. I mean, how many games I have for each system. I have 76 Atari 2600 games, 6 ColecoVision games, 18 Nintendo 64 games, 11 Sega Master System games, 5 Neo Geo AES games, 18 Famicom games, 193 NES, 25 Super Nintendo, 170 Genesis and 5 Mega Drive, 11 TurboGrafx 16, 732X, Sega CD 11, 1 CD 32X game, 49 PlayStation 1 games, 20 PlayStation 2 games, 27 Dreamcast games. Actually, PlayStation 1 is 48, and Xbox, original Xbox, piece of crap, is 10. DS is 7, Game Gear is 1, Game Boy is 4, Game Boy Advance is 2, and GameCube is 4. I also have more handheld games at my other location where I have some games, which is where you usually see me make my videos. More are there, which will be here soon. And what else? I have a PlayStation 3 along with a PlayStation Vita, and they're both at that location, which I'll show in my next video. So another game pickups video is coming soon. I have to wait for them to arrive in the mail first. But thank you for watching. Please leave a comment about what you think of the collection, what games I should get, what games you might be interested in getting, because I have a couple doubles. Maybe we could set up a trade. And please leave a comment about what you want to see in the next video. Thank you, and thank you for watching this long video, and I'll see you later.